Hello, welcome to the Big Dave Show. This one's going to be about the most recent scandal with Papa John Shatner. I never did really care for the guy. I always thought he was kind of a piece of shit, as far as a person. He's a great businessman, I think his ego got to him. His ego got to him, and that, I think his ego got to him. But, yeah, about this whole thing of repeating something that Colonel Sanders said back in the days. To me, that's stupid. That's a different time of day. One, you're a public figure. Two, you're going to have public backlash. Even though I don't think John Shatner gives a shit about money, he's the one of the few billionaires. Keyword is billion. I think like 5 or 6. There's only like 5 or 6 billionaires in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. He's one that we have plenty of millionaires, but we don't have very many billionaires in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. I don't give a shit about John Shatner's ego. I don't give a shit about John Shatner probably has more money to deal with. Deal with it here. I just think it was stupid. I don't remember the last time I had Papa John's pizza. Maybe at work when they provide it to us. Yeah, I think at work is the last time I had Papa John's pizza. Is when they provided it at work. I just don't. I think they've gone downhill, and for the quality, I just think they're kind of expensive for the quality, and I don't think they're quote unquote fresh and great or whatever it is. And then there's a whole YouTube thing about Papa John's and that. He's going to have his ego stroke, but the only people I feel sorry for this whole situation are the people that bought into the franchise. The guy that's trying to make a living and that bought a Papa John's pizza. I think it hurt the franchisees. That's the only ones I'm feeling sorry for. Is one guy that made his business because some dumb son of a bitch that's the face of the business, can't keep his mouth shut. You take a guy that maybe about 4 or 5 years ago bought a Papa John's restaurant, that always dreamed of having a pizza place, and 9 times out of 10, it's already cheaper. I won't say cheaper, but it's you have a system already in place. You're buying a carbon copy of a business when you buy a franchise versus starting up your own, building your own brand. When you're doing Papa John's, Pizza Hut, or Domino's, if you buy a franchise in there, you're already buying in a system. You pay your franchisee fee, you pay whatever, and they got a system. They got a system put in place that you follow because you are buying into a system. You're buying a carbon copy of a successful business. If you're buying a franchise, which Little Caesars, Papa John's, whatever franchises out there. Them are the only guys I feel sorry for. The whole thing is the guys that bought franchises. And last year when Papa came out and said, he blamed the NFL protest for his lack of business being official. No, buddy. You haven't changed with the times. Your pizza is expensive for the quality. I'm sorry. It's good pizza, yes, but it's not like what it used to be. Now, you have so many pizzas around town now that could outdo Papa John's. Hell yeah, Wix. You got, if I'm going to pay that price, I want to go get me a Wix. I want to go get me, now they got that Post up there, Post Pizza and all that, I think his pizza for the quality is too expensive. And he's trying to go with the average Joes. During football, the NFL season, what else you got? You got college football on Saturday. Then you have to start a college basketball season. Buddy, I don't think the NFL's protest ever did you in. Now you're egotistic. Like I said, the only ones in this whole situation I feel sorry for is the guy that bought, that's trying to go out and venture on his own and not not want to work for somebody, you know, that went out and bought a franchise for, I don't know, about $45,000, and bought the carbon copy of the business, and the guy that that's maybe middle income at best. That's a maybe middle income. That's tight in his bootstraps. That's that's the only guy that I feel sorry for after all this fallout. I don't give a flying fuck about Papa John. He's a piece of shit. I've heard some things about people that actually met him when out in public. They say he's just a fucking asshole. I heard that from reliable sources. I ain't gonna say no names. That he went to they had to kick him out of a legit massage parlor because he asked for a blowjob. Yep, I've heard about that one. Yeah. I did hear about that one. I heard they called him drunk several times down in the Highlands, and he gets so fucking drunk he barely stands up. But I admire his coming up, how he came about his business. I mean, I think he was probably middle income at best, his family, but he started selling pizzas out the back of his back of a bar over in Jeffersonville, Indiana, right across the bridge. Yeah, he started, doing that. But and I like how he sold his, Camaro to finance his old Camaro. That's cool and all that. But I think he let his ego get to him. John is an egomaniac. I mean, how many other guys do you see, CEOs, enter a commercial, and going on and on, Like I said, the guy's a multi-billionaire on the business level. He's successful. I mean, he came from, like a modest background, selling pizzas out of a Jeffersonville bar that became one of the biggest pizza chains. But on the other hand, his ego caught up to him. He didn't keep up with the times, and like I said, out of this whole thing, the only ones I feel sorry for is the business owners. The franchisees, the guys that bought into your system, they're the only ones I feel sorry for. I mean, there's people, when you buy a franchise, you're following a curriculum. I mean, it's your business, but you're following, curriculum. So if Papa John's loses sales, that guy that bought that franchise may have to close up shop. He may have to close up shop. He may have to get rid of some employees. The guy that owns the franchises. The corporate stores, I could care less about. But the guy that, and some of the employees may lose, I feel sorry for some of the employees that may, that driver, that guy that's a pizza driver that may lose his job because some dumbass he ain't even on his board anymore. He ain't even on his board. He ain't even on the board of the companies he's been with. He's not even been on the board of his company. After all that shit, they kicked him off his own board. There's on his couple, got kicked off his own board. The guy's a piece of shit, He's a multi-billionaire piece of shit. He's an egomaniac. And and I think if he didn't have, if he was a guy that was just starting out, no, he would be a bigger dumbass. But the guy's an egomaniac. He don't think what he says. Come on, I don't remember. Like I said, I don't remember the last time I bought a Papa John's pizza. They're too expensive for the quality. I'd rather go to Barron's. I'd rather go to Wick's, the Post. I'd rather go to, if I want to spend $20 for a large pizza, I'm going to go somewhere else that has better quality pizza. His pizza, he didn't keep up with the times. And like I said, the only ones I feel sorry for the employees, and I feel sorry for the franchisees. I think they're even going to try to change the name of it. The whole story about this is: do not let your ego take precedent over common sense. Yeah, I'm not a biblical scholar, but I think there's somewhere in it that says, those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble will be exalted, something like that. Alright, I'm not real sure. I'm not going to be religious none on this one, but yeah, that's a perfect example, and he's going to get all of his, Cardinal Stadium is no longer Papa John's Cardinal Stadium, it's just Cardinal Stadium now. And I think there's a couple things at U of L, but the guy's an idiot. There's some things you don't say in the modern day world. Colonel Sanders lived, back in the 40s, 50s. That was a different time and day. If they came out with a movie like they did in the late 70s, early 80s, such as Blazing Saddles or, Mandingo or any of them type of movies that depict that, I think Blazing Saddles, even though it's racist as fuck, is funny as shit. But would you imagine if that was made nowadays? You have so many laws. It's a different time of day, Bubba. It's a different time of day. Like I said, the only ones I feel sorry for are the franchisees, the guys who may go under because people want to quit buying for Papa John's, and I heard many trends name that. All right, man. Let me tell you guys. There's a difference between confidence and ego. Be confident, but not egotistical. Have a good one, buddies.